What's up, world? Just wanted to check in with you guys. I haven't been on social media much, but I do try to continue to post. Big shout out and thank you to everyone that has recently subscribed, that has liked the video or left some type of comment. I really do appreciate it. It's encouraging. It actually motivates me to continue to provide content and things of that nature. So I wanted to share with you guys that I'm always in the car working or something, and I'm always thinking, and I come up with this great content in my mind that I want to share with you guys, and I'm like, yeah, that'd be a hot topic, right? And then old age will kick in, and I'll get home, and I'll be like, what was that I want to talk about? Oh, okay. Well, let's on to the next one. Well, the topic today has been able to stay in my mind for about 3 days now, right? And I want to talk about um being a superhero. And I know that sounds weird. They're like, okay, Jack is off the chain. He's talking about being a superhero. But as far back as I can remember, I've always wanted to be a superhero, right? Stealing my mom's bath towels, wrapping around my neck and flying through the house, jumping gates and climbing the house and trees and all of that. You know what I mean? And I guess that's why I'm so fascinated with Marvel, right? But the other day I was thinking about it, and what it is that I've been a superhero all my life and didn't know it. Um, can I outrun a car? No. Can I jump over a two-story building? No. Can I fly through the air? No. But what I have been able to do is anything and everything that life has thrown at me, I've been able to overcome it in some type of shape, form, or fashion, right? Addiction, I've been able to overcome it, right? With some maintenance. I didn't say I had overcame and it was gone. It's still there. I still have to maintain my recovery when it comes to substance misuse, mental health, anxiety, depression. I'm not going to say I overcame it, but I'm managing it a lot better than what I have done in the past, right? Re-entry, incarceration, I overcame it. I haven't had a felony, or I haven't had a felony in over 13 years. That's a big thing for me. Why? Because I went to jail every year when I was actively using, right? Think about it, 15, 16 years of actively using. And I went to jail pretty much every year that I was out in those streets. But, here today, tapping into the inner superhero in myself, I've been able to overcome that, right? What do you mean you overcame that, Jack? When you first get out of prison or jail or some type of institution and you don't have a state ID, a social security card, but you need a job, you don't have anywhere to stay, and the only resources that they give you, I felt like was beneath me. What do I mean by that, right? Well, okay, Jack, we don't have anywhere for you to go, but you can go live at this group home. No, I don't want to do that, right? I want my own place to stay. Jack, you don't have anywhere to go. You can go to the shelter. Oh no, I'm not homeless. I just don't have a physical address to send any mail to. I don't have a key to a lock that goes to a door that's attached to an apartment or a house. No, I'm not homeless, right? And I had to man up and utilize the resources that were being provided for me or to me, right? And it was outside of what I was accustomed to or what I expected, I guess we'll say. But where I'm going with this is I overcame being homeless. I overcame being jobless. I overcame not having transportation. Were there some hard times in there? Yes, I had to catch the bus. I had to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to be to work by 5. Had to catch 2 buses and a train. I had to walk a quarter mile to even get to the bus stop. I had to learn how to be responsible and lay down and go to sleep at a reasonable time. Jack the party animal no longer existed because Jack the man, Jack the superhero, had to step in and do what was needed to be done, right? So I guess what I was just going to say, like, if you're feeling down or you're depressed or your anxiety is through the roof, right? Or you feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, tap into that inner superhero, right? You know, that's why I'm so fascinated with like heroism, right? You know, there's this young man that lives in the Dallas area, and he's 14, and he campaigns and sells lemonade for domestic violence and homeless kids and things of that nature. And, you know, I could only wish I could be like that young man, right? You know, he's doing these things at 14, and I'm just not getting my crap together, you know? But, you know, when you wake up in the morning, you don't want to get out of bed, tap into that inner superhero, right? When somebody says something to you that you don't like and you really want to cuss them out, tap into that inner superhero. Be a better person. Take the high road. You know, my mind will play tricks on me and say, taking the high road is for suckers. Heck, taking the high road is a sign of weakness, right? Let's do the flip side of that coin. Okay, so let's say I don't take the high road. Let's say I cuss this person out. Let's say we get into an altercation. Okay, Jack, you're a convicted felon with 5 felonies and 88 arrests. If the cops are called to the scene, you are going to be the one that's going to jail, right? You get caught up in the system. I am what they call a slam dunk. In the state of Texas, they will call that a habitual criminal. And my plea bargain would start off with 25 years to life. So to me, it takes a superhero to learn how to respond and not react. Even though everything in you wants to react, right? That doesn't necessarily make it right. You know, I have fleeting thoughts all the time. I just don't act up on them, you know? You know, when your kids don't want to talk to you or be a part of your life, tap into that inner superhero. You know, tell yourself that you are a dad. Tell yourself that you are a father. Not even just a dad or a father, but you're a good one, right? Or vice versa. Tell yourself that you're a good mom, right? Tell yourself that you're a good aunt, that you're a good sister, you know, because a lot of times when I see a lot of the women that we serve down in the homeless community, my heart goes out because the family only sees your absence, right? The family only acknowledges and sees your absence, but they don't know what you go through while you're consumed in that population. They don't know the nights that you didn't sleep because you were in fear somebody was going to mess with you, or you were in fear that somebody was going to steal everything you possessed that was in a trash bag, right? They don't know all about that. They don't know about the days where you go hungry for 27, 28, 48 hours at a time before you see your next meal. They don't see none of that. They just know your absence, right? And, you know, my son's mom felt like I was just living it up because I was MIA. And I'm struggling, right, to exist. I'm struggling just to be on earth, right? To be counted in the census at the end of the year. I'm struggling. And, you know, I have to understand that, you know, nobody takes under consideration it. How do I say this? I'll back up. So it takes for people to actually put themselves in a situation. I have people that want to volunteer with the feeding the forgotten all the time. And they do. They come out. And I don't know what they expect, but what they see pulls at their heartstring, right? They thought things like this only existed on TV, you know, or it was just all Hollywood. But, you know, literally people are laying on the concrete, right? You know, and those are the things that people don't see in your absence or in my absence. Those are the things people didn't see, right? Being locked up 23 hours a day. they don't see that, right? Going to bed hungry. I said that twice. So that means like, that's one of those memories that I will do everything in my able body to never forget. But getting back on topic, I apologize. Getting back on topic, it takes a superhero to overcome all those barriers and obstacles, right? It takes a superhero to want to go to school, get a degree, and give back to your community. You know, we have licensed professional counselors. We have licensed master social workers. Hell, my good friend that I was on the streets with has a master's degree today, right? And, you know, truth of the matter, we were like borderline eating out of trash cans once upon a time, you know? And he has a master's and graduated. I can't never say that big old long word, but y'all know it's the fancy one that's like Clunati or something, right? And so if I can't pronounce it, I shouldn't say it. But he graduated with honors, basically, long story short. And it makes me proud to see that he tapped into his superhero, right? You know, I don't have to give my superhero a name. I just have to acknowledge that it exists, right? And if I can acknowledge that it exists, then I can tap into that power, right? You know, my life is all about energies, right? Be it negative, be it positive. But I try to master those energies by always trying to either channel out positive energies or channel in positive energies. You know, some of the drama and chaos doesn't infatuate me as much as it used to back in the day, right? I call it getting old. I'll just call it being mature or maturing or growing. But at the end of the day, I'm a superhero and you're a superhero. And don't let nobody tell you anything different, right? You know, and trust and believe that if you have any questions, I'm always here. Leave your questions in the comment. I'm gonna get better with responding to the comments, I'm sorry. And if you go to my Facebook page, you want to DM me, ask me anything, you want to talk about anything, I'm always available. I'm always here. And if you don't believe that you're a superhero, let me be your superhero until you find that love for yourself. Y'all have an awesome rest of your day. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Peace.